Would you share your story around being a cancer survivor?
Max, for me, I'm actually a two-time cancer survivor. When my oldest son was just 2 years old, I found some lumps in my neck, and it was a long time ago. And they knew it probably wasn't good, but they didn't know what kind of cancer it was. So I had about a 6-week period where, you know, the prognosis was unclear and could have been pretty bad. I didn't deal well at that time with that. I kept looking at this 2-year-old, and all I could think was, I won't see what he becomes, he won't know me. And I got wound up focusing on how do I make him know me? How do I get to know him? I wasn't particularly productive during that time. When I came out of my surgery, the surgeon told me right away it was a papillary cancer, which is a type of thyroid cancer, which, while it had spread into my lymph nodes, that was a type of cancer that didn't spread through the blood. So the prognosis was very, very positive. And at that moment, I was like, okay, I'm going to live this life differently, and I'm going to live this life with no regrets, and I'm going to do everything I thought I wanted to do, and I'm going to make sure I value every moment and every day. And it was such an important turning point for me, and that's what made me go back to law school, in all honesty, was that incident. And then, you know, interestingly, when I applied to law school and got in, I found out I was pregnant with Zach, my second son. And so I actually started law school with a 4-year-old and a 6-week-old, but was just really passionate about, I'm going to do this, and this is the way I'm going to live my life. And it worked for me really well. 7 years ago, I had a birthday and went to Italy to celebrate my birthday. And when I came back, I had a mammogram scheduled, and I was really tempted to cancel it because I had been out of the office for a few days, and we all know how that is. My first instinct was automatically, I need to move this. Like, I can't, not today. I didn't even realize the scheduling, and I was like, looked at the calendar, and I thought, not today, I'm going to cancel it. And for some reason, I didn't. I went to the mammogram. Very quickly, I learned I needed to have a biopsy, and very quickly I learned it was breast cancer. And the one thing I can tell you, you know, that's a positive for me is my second experience with cancer. I brought all of that learning from my first experience. So I was very positive. I was very committed. Like, I've got this. You know, I'm going to be fine. I'm going to conquer all of this. And I brought with me to that second experience, you know, some of the strength that I didn't have the first time around. But I feel passionately that far too many women like me do just really quickly react and say, let me cancel that, I can move it. And, you know, if I had moved that appointment, I think my prognosis in terms of the cancer diagnosis would have been very different. I have people write me notes and call me and say, Laurie, I got my mammogram, and I either found something that we caught quickly, or I'm fine, and I did it because I heard your message. And that is what makes me want and need to share it as much as I can.